everybody, thank you for joining us on this beautiful, glorious, warm, sunny day. It's a great day to practice some gratitude, okay? And any day is a good day to practice gratitude. There are many ways that you can practice being grateful. Now, gratitude just means being thankful and loving something and being grateful for it. So when we practice our gratitude, we can say it, we can write it, we can draw it, we could journal about it, we could show people that we're grateful by saying thank you or giving them a small gift or giving them an act of kindness. Thank you, Jacob. So here we've got a challenge throughout April to write 100 things each of something that we are grateful for throughout the month of April. And we've started that on our gratitude tree. This tree becomes lots of different things throughout the year in our lives, and we use it to show different things that we're practicing at the moment. And so at the moment we are writing different things that we're grateful for, and there are many things that you can be grateful for, even when times are tricky, okay? So today's practice is all about gratitude for the world around us. And our next practice will be gratitude for our bodies, okay? So here we're really concentrating on the world around us. So, as it is a beautiful sunny day, we start our practice by saying thank you to the sun for shining, our gratitude towards the sun. We are saluting the sun with our sun salutations. So we'll all come up to stand. And we're going to get those left and right brains working together again today, so stretching the arms out. We're going to start by bringing our hand to our foot. Okay. So, hand to the foot. Sun salutation, dance for the sun. I can do it, you can do it, we can do a sun salutation. Knee to elbow. Sun salutation, dance for the sun. Sun salutation, dance for the sun. Sun salutation, dance for the sun. Maybe a smile can come across your face. Bring your feet to touch, mountain pose. Deep breath in, stretching up high, thanking the sun, bursting the arms open, hanging down low. We can thank the earth as we jump back into plank pose, and then belly comes down onto the ground. Take a deep breath in. Tuck the toes, bum back to the heels and then into the air. Take a long deep breath in. Long deep breath out. Look forward, bend the knees, jump the feet forwards. And then hang down, load your heel, toe the feet together, burst your arms open, stretching up high, hands down the centre line. Gratitude for the sun. Breathing in, stretch up high, reaching to the sun. Burst the arms open, hanging down low, plant the hands, feet jump back, plank pose, belly slowly, one long line. Good strength, breathe in, hugging the elbows in. Toes, bum back to the heels and into the air. Take a long deep breath in. Long deep breath out. Look forward, bend the knees, feet jump up just like a frog. Hang down low. Tickle the toes, burst the arms open, stretch up high, reaching for the sun. Hands down the centre line. Take a moment. How grateful you are for the sun. Thanking the sun for shining, how it feeds the earth. And then we're going to take our hands behind us and do the opposite foot. So everybody else can stay like that as I show you what it looks like from behind. Sun salutation, dance for the sun. Sun salutation, dance for the sun. I can do it. Good, keep it going. Excellent. Feet come to touch. Breathe in, stretch up high. And then you can maybe crisscross the legs and see if you can come down to sit without using your hands. Nice little challenge. Well done, you guys. Excellent. Okay, we're going to start our gratitude with the air and the oxygen around us. So we're going to take some nice breaths in. We're going to think about where they land in our body. So the air in our body goes into our lungs. So we need to create space in our body for the air to come in. So we're going to wriggle our ribs, which are just here, away from our hips to create space. Okay, and then we're going to take one hand down by the side of us, and we're going to breathe in and arch over so that we can feel the breath as we breathe in coming down. So breathe in and breathe out, and then float the arm down over to the other side. Breathe into the side of your lungs, to the side of your ribs, breathing in, breathing out, and then float the arm back down. And then we're going to interlace the fingers, which is just clasping the hands together. We're going to take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to press our hands away and our back away from each other. So our heart is almost like it's opening at the back. Take a breath in here, drop the chin. Feel the breath in the back of the body. Breathe in, reach the fingertips up, the hands up towards the sky. Take a breath in here, all the way to the belly. And breathe out. And then we're going to clasp the hands behind us, opening the heart up forwards. Really bringing the shoulder blades and the palms of the hands together. Breathing in. Feel that across the front of your body, and exhale, just roll the shoulders round. Excellent. Now we all know that the beautiful air and oxygen around us is created by the wonderful trees. So we're going to show our gratitude to the trees by coming up to stand to do tree pose. Now you can challenge yourselves again here, keeping your legs in crisscross applesauce, and seeing if you can come up to stand without using your hands. Good job. Excellent. Okay, so remembering for our tree pose, now we know we're on a little bit of unsteady ground around here, so trying to find a bit of steady ground. Really take your time in here, don't we, Jacob, as we go in. So really just feeling down into one foot as if there were roots coming down into the ground, those strong, wise roots. And then just taking our knee out to the side. Remember, all the trees in the forest look different, so this might be your tree pose. Or you might find that you can move your foot somewhere else. Remember not to challenge yourself too much. Just take it where it feels comfortable for you, to feel steady and strong, like the beautiful trees that create the oxygen for us. So as you stand here, think about the magnificence of a tree. And then we're going to take it over to the other side. And just think about maybe what your favourite tree looks like. Is it a weeping willow with its long branches? Or is it a really strong, steady, sturdy old oak? Or maybe it's a tree that has beautiful blossoms and creates fruit. So we'll bring it back round. Okay. And then we're going to think about flowers, okay? Flowers and grass. The beauty of a gorgeous green lawn, or flowers that look so beautiful. So I'm going to breathe in, rise up, and make a blade of grass. So pointing our fingers up, draw the belly in a little bit, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, flow as if you're swaying in the wind to one side. Breathing in, flowing over to the other side. Press down into the feet. Breathe in, flowing up. And then float the arms back down. We can bring our hands into prayer position. And then opening up our hands as if they're a beautiful flower. We will take a breath in, smell the flower, and blow and make a wish. So breathe in, smell, blow and make a wish. Taking the hands to the heart space and then dropping the hands down by the sides. Now we're going to thank the things that are in the sky. So we're going to thank the moon. We've thanked the sun, so we're going to thank the moon. We're going to breathe in, rise up, and then we're going to come as if we're a crescent moon to one side. Breathe into the centre, crescent moon the other side. Breathe into the centre, and then draw a big full moon with our arms one way. Then breathe in, rise, and then all the way up. And then we're going to step one leg back and come down onto the back knee, untucking the toes. We're going to breathe in and then sink the hips forwards. Again, like we're a crescent moon. And then we're going to swap the legs around. Breathe in, rising up. Breathing out, sinking the hips forward. Lifting the hands up nicely in the air. Beautiful. And then we're going to float that down. Okay. Then we're going to come down to sitting kneeling and think about clouds in the sky and storms and rain. Okay. So I've always imagined and been taught that probably if you were inside this big storm cloud, maybe it would sound a little bit like the sound of Om. Now Om is a beautiful sound and it is the sound of all things. Okay, so what we're going to say is that we're going to start from our belly, it moves up into our throats and into our heads. Okay, so we take a long deep breath into the belly and almost let the sound rise up. Okay, so we're going to do 3 Oms together. Okay, so just clearing your throat, which is a good idea, Jacob. Great. Giving your lips a lick, and actually good advice at the moment would be to cough into your elbow if you needed to clear your throat. Excellent. Okay, so if you want, you can take your hands to your heart space when you do your Om, or you could take your hand onto your belly and allow the sound to travel up, and maybe you'll feel the vibration of the beautiful sound that you're making in those places. Okay, so if you're starting there, start with the hands on the belly if you wish, or the hands in prayer position. Take a long breath into your belly. Long breath in. Long breath in. Beautiful work. So the sound of the storm. Okay. And then we're going to do rain. We're going to think about rain and remembering that touch and self-care and love for each other is really, really helpful any time of the year, okay? So we're going to do something called a weather report together. So Greg, will you sit here and then Jacob can sit in front and we'll be in a long line just like this, okay? A little bit like a train, and just be comfy and make sure that you can touch the person's back in front of you, okay? So, thinking about those nice strong spines. Jacob, do you want to shuffle back a little bit towards Daddy? That's great. Okay, so here, you're just drawing the shapes of the weather that I talk about, and you can make up your own weather reports, and this is a lovely way to get some nurturing involved with a bit of structure at the same time. Okay, so we're going to start our day lying in our beds. And as we wake up and open the curtains, we see the glorious sunshine. And we thank the sun for shining and decide to go for a walk. And as we walk, we see people with big smiles on their faces, and we return their smile with a smile on our face. And as we continue to walk, the wind starts to blow gently, And it brings with it a beautiful smell of the flowers around and the trees, the warm breeze. Then it starts to get really windy and it blows through our ears and it blows through our hair and it brings with it some deep, dark, heavy clouds. And those clouds get heavier and they start to spit spot with rain. And as they spit spot with rain, it starts to get heavier and more thundery. Thunder and lightning, beautiful blue across the sky with a wonderful sound. And it starts to get really stormy. But we continue on our way with a smile on our face, knowing that the rain is quenching the thirst of the earth below it. And somebody walks by with a frown on their face and says to us, "Why are you still smiling?" And we say, because even when life gets stormy or heavy or dark, we know that this too shall pass, that behind the clouds there will still be sunshine. And as we continue to walk with our smile on our face, the clouds start to get lighter as they've emptied what they needed, and the wind starts to blow and blows all of the clouds away, leaving behind the glorious sunshine. Then you can all go back to your mats. And if you haven't got a partner to do that with, you could do it to yourself on your hand or on your belly or on your leg. Okay, so nice crisscross applesauce legs, long, strong spine. So we've thought about the moon and the rain and the sun and the storms. We're going to think about snow that falls out of the sky now. Now I know that I've loved it when my children have been able to go out and practice snow angels. So we're going to lay down and create some snow angel shapes. So we bring our feet together, bring our hands close to our body, and as we breathe in, we're going to create a snow angel, spreading the feet, spreading the arms. As we breathe out, we're going to zip it back together. Breathe in, snow angel. Breathe out, zip it back together. Breathe in, snow angel. Breathe out, zip it back together. Tuck the knees in towards the chest. Hold onto the backs of the legs as you rock and roll up and down your mat. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay. And now we're going to say thank you to the water and the sea. Now I always know that it's beautiful to have a fresh glass of water to be able to drink. We are so lucky if we can have clean, fresh water to drink and bathe in and cook with. That keeps us safe, and it's really something we should be grateful for. Every time you have a drink, you can be grateful and thankful that that is clean, clear water. Now, for the ocean, we're thinking about ocean breath, a sound that our breath sounds like the ocean. And it's called the Ujjayi breath in yoga, okay? And how we get to practice this and how we get good at it is, if you've ever steamed up a mirror or a window to draw a face in it, it's a little bit like that. So we're going to practice that first. So we'll all get our mirrors. We're going to take a deep breath in and then steam our mirror up. Good. Now we've got to try and create that sound with our mouths closed. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in. Good. And you might need to practice it with just your mouth open for a few times before you can actually do it with your mouth closed. So you might need to practice that a couple of times just to get used to it. So breathing in and then really okay, and then you can do it with the mouth closed. And just listen to that. It sounds very much like the sea, the shore rolling in and rolling out. It's a nice practice when you're going to sleep at night. Okay, so now we're going to do a pose that is to be grateful for our family and friends around us. So for our family pose, we're going to do something called a triple down dog, okay? So we're going to go into down dog pose and then rest our feet on each other's, the base of their back. So the base of your back is about here, okay? So we're going to rest our feet there. We need nice, long, straight, strong arms, okay, to practice it. And you might want to just do down dogs together, okay? So we'll have a go. So we'll let Greg get into his down dog first, and then Jacob, if you stand up. Lovely down dog, Greg. And then, you know, making sure those fingers are spread out nice and wide. And then Jacob can put his feet onto my back and have his hands spread out nice and wide. And long and strong and straight. Good. Take a breath in here. Breath out and then slowly jump down, Jacob, safely. And then I'll come down. And then Greg can come down. Great job, everybody. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to say thank you and show our gratitude for the animals around us, the sounds that they make, the comfort that they bring if they're our pets, the wonder and beauty of them. Okay, so there's so many things and so many animals to be grateful for. We're going to just flow through a few poses that can say that we're grateful for all animals, big and small. So we're going to come down into child's pose for a little mouse. So ready, Jake? And then stretch your hands out in front of you. Coming up onto all fours, we're going to do a cow pose. Breathing in, looking up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, tucking your chin, looking towards your belly, pressing your back up towards the sky. Breathing in, looking up, cow pose, tuck the toes, pressing into down dog. Thank you. Lots of people probably have doggies. Then coming forward into plank pose, we're going to come down onto our belly and breathe in and do a big snake breath. Breathing out, tuck your toes, press your bum back to your heels, back into that dog pose. Take your breath in. Drop the knees, come forward onto the hands and knees. Breathing in for that cow pose. Breathing out, tucking the chin, pressing the back up towards the sky. And then stretching the bum back towards the feet, curling back up into that mouse. Take a breath in, breath out. Just taking some time to be thankful for the animals around us. Bring our hands forward, pressing and coming up. Okay, tucking our toes, we're going to stand up. We're going to be thankful for the sports that entertain us, the sports around us. Now, many of you might exercise and do lots of different sports. One that we do a lot of in our family is football. Now, I would like you to come up with whatever suits you for your sport that you want to be grateful for, or something that entertains you, and a pose for that. It can be a moving pose or a still standing pose. We're going to use our steady balance and strength and kick a ball, because football's our thing. So we're going to take a strong standing leg, and we're going to take our arms out to find our balance, and then we're just going to let our leg come forwards and back. Okay, so forwards and back. and then we'll take it over to the other side. Letting the arms help us to balance, keeping it steady and strong. Good work, everybody. Okay, then bringing it back down. And lastly, we don't live near any mountains, but we have visited them before. The mountains are steady and strong, and they are beautiful. And I just want to take some time to show gratitude for their immense, amazing presence. Okay, so we're going to stand with our feet touching, draw our belly button in slightly. It's not so we're holding our breath so we can't breathe, but it's making us have some awareness of each part of our body. And then activating our legs as if we're trying to make them stronger so that no one can push us away or off or over. Drawing the knees up towards the top half of the body. And then let the arms relax down. Taking a long deep breath in. Long deep breath out. And then we're going to come down to lay down for our relaxation. So everybody can just take some time to do that. So bringing your body down to rest. And lying in whatever position makes you feel comfortable to be able to allow your body to just rest, relax, sink into itself. So our relaxation time is a time to just be, so that you're a human being, not a human doing. So there's nothing else to do, no more movements to make, no more sounds to make. Just being is just what you need to do right now. Just take some time to notice your breath coming in and your breath coming out. And just take a little bit of time to notice what the body feels like. Notice how it feels where it meets the ground. Notice how it feels where it meets the air and space above. Notice the sounds around you in your room. The sounds around us on this video. You might be able to hear the traffic. You might be able to hear the beautiful sound of the birds singing. Just take this moment to just be. And as you lay here, perfect as you are, with nothing more to do, nothing more to say, that sense of gratitude for the world around you. Imagine now, just imagine, without moving, without doing, imagine walking on a field of beautiful, soft, bare grass. Imagine your feet firmly placing down as you walk through the grass. As it tickles the sides of your feet, notice. Feel the breeze, the wind as it blows warmly on your face. Feel the sun's rays warming your skin. Notice the smell of the sweet flowers around you. Hearing the sounds of the birds singing. Maybe looking over into a distance where you can see a strong, tall mountain beside a forest full of wise, strong, oxygenating trees. Maybe you can see the sea or a lake. Notice if it is still or if it is wild and wavy. Using all of your senses, how it feels, noticing the smells, being thankful for all of the things that you can see in the world around you without wanting any more. They are all there for us to be grateful for. Just taking a long, deep breath in and a long, deep breath out. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, and slowly coming back up to sit in easy pose. So easy pose is just our crisscross applesauce legs. We're going to take our hands to our heart space and we're going to say together, Ariom Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, 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 may all beings on earth know peace. Kind thoughts, kind words, kind actions. Namaste.